Hey guys, just going to fly through Saturday's home workout with you. So mobility work, same as always, trying to get 3 rounds of it done, making sure that we are focusing on mobility, okay, as much as anything. So when we get back to the gym, which thankfully is in a couple of weeks, okay, that mobility issues, I'm trying to minimize injury as much as we possibly can. Okay, so make sure we are focusing on our mobility work every single day. Is that okay? So first thing I'm going to do is just going to do a little bit of a hip flow. I just might have to switch angles and positions here a little bit just so you can kind of see me in the camera the whole time. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to stand up nice and tall. We're going to do a standing knee tuck. Okay, so I'm going to lift my left knee up and then pull right into my chest. Then step out into a half kneeling position. So once I get out into that half kneeling position, okay, from there my right hand is going to come onto the floor, okay, and then I'm going to clamp my left foot, okay, so just step back so you can see. So clamping that foot, okay, and then I'm going to drive that knee out as much as I can with my hand, opening up that hip, lifting that back leg off the ground as much as I can, holding that position for about 20 seconds. Then I'm going to take my hand off, I'm going to rotate my hips, okay, so my belly button, I'm trying to bring my belly button to my knee as much as I possibly can. Is that okay? From there, I'm going to let the knee collapse out and I'm going to go into my pigeon stretch. Okay, so I'm going to go into my pigeon stretch, staying again up nice and tall. Once I've that done, 2 hands on the ground, leg goes back. Okay, I'm going to go into my downward dog, upward dog, rocking back, and I'm going to bring my foot forward, stepping up, and then switching and doing it all on the other side. Okay, so it's that knee tuck, okay, getting it right up, stepping out, lunging position, hand down, opening up my hips. So using elbow to push it out, then rotating belly button to knee, dropping the knee down into a pigeon stretch, and then downward dog, upward dog. Is that okay? So a little bit of a sequence there, okay, but you should get it fairly quickly. After that, we've just got pull aparts, dislocates. We all know band or towel or pull, whatever it is you're using. Okay, so we're pull apart starting at eye level, pulling right across the chest. Don't let the band collapse and droop. So we want to maintain the band pulled, and then you're pulling against that, squeezing those shoulder blades nice and tight together at the back. So you do 10 of those, 10 dislocates, overhand grip all the way over and back. Then we're just going to go into a little bit of back mobility. Okay, pretty straightforward stuff. Sure, everybody's done these as well. So you're going to come lying flat on the ground, and we're just going to push through the floor, lifting right up. Okay, keeping my chest up, arching that lower back, feeling a nice big stretch. Going to hold that for about 10 to 15 seconds. Once I've that done, all I'm going to do then is just sit back onto my heels, keep my hands in that position, reaching out in front. Okay, once I've got that done for about 10 to 15 seconds, I'm going to take my left hand and bring it over my right hand. So I'm coming all to one side, step the left hand back, right hand comes over left hand. So I'm going all the way out to one side, just focusing on one side a little bit. Is that okay? And then last thing is just 8 bodyweight squats. Okay, this is just a little bit of warm up, loosen up the squat. Okay, get the heart rate up a little bit as well before we go into the actual metcon. So getting into your squat stance all the way down and up. Again, trying not to be doing our squats, collapsing forward. Just sometimes see some people and that happens. If it does happen to you, try and extend your arms out in front of you. Okay, and making sure that you want to keep your arm parallel to the floor. So when you go down, okay, I'm in that position. So if I start collapsing, your hands will be able to tell you, your arms and your hands will be able to tell you that's happening. Is that okay? So it's just a little bit of a tool just to use. So from that into our metcon. So it is a partnered metcon today. Okay, we have got 5 different movements. Okay, you will do 2 rounds of this. So basically, one person will work for 1 minute, one person will rest, and alternating over and back until it is all done for 2 rounds. So first thing is just sit-ups. So again, if I was with Gavin, I will do 1 minute of sit-ups, trying to accumulate as many reps as I can. Once the 1 minute is up, I will rest, then Gavin will do 1 minute of sit-ups. Okay, so both people need to complete a minute of the first movement. So 1 minute of sit-ups for me, 1 minute of sit-ups for Gavin. While he's doing them, I rest, and vice versa. Is that okay? So our sit-ups, again, we should all know. Okay, so our sit-ups, as I always just say with the sit-ups, don't allow yourself to collapse back down and just bouncing off the ground. So we need to have an element of control to it as we descend as well. So we can have knees bent, We can go flat legs, open, tuck ourselves in, whatever you want to do. Is that okay? So sit-ups, then my partner will do. So I'm counting all my reps. So I'm going to count as many sit-ups as I can get done. Once my partner is there is done, I'm going to go into second movement, which is box jumps. Okay, so box jumps, jumping up onto our box, accumulating as many box jumps as we can in a minute. Anybody who doesn't or isn't able to do box jumps for any particular reason, you can just do step ups instead. So okay, so you're accumulating as many box jumps as possible. I will do them, partner will rest, vice versa, then we move on to the next movement. So next movement is double unders or skipping. Ideally double unders is what we're looking for, or single double under, okay, or single skips. So again, accumulating as many reps as you possibly can, okay, with the skipping. So I will do mine, my partner will rest, and vice versa if we switch over. Then the next movement is dips. Okay, so again, everybody will have known the dips and what we've done, the way we've done our dips so far. Just remember, when we're doing dips, knees bent, okay, or legs straight. Knees bent and feet flat on the ground makes it a little bit easier. Legs extended with toes pointed up to the ceiling makes it a little bit harder. Bending the elbows, so getting yourself down, so we're at that kind of 90-degree angle, elbows tucked in, not popping and flaring out to the side. So we're going to do as many dips as possible in a minute. And then the last thing to complete one round, okay, is alternating lunges. Okay, so we can step out, knee touch, and we can go reverse, okay, or we can go forward lunges, stepping out, back, okay, and so on. Okay, but just try and do them static. Okay, so just staying in place, you don't need to do them walking. So okay, so I will count my lunges and my partner will jump in, they will do their lunges, and then you go back to the start, okay, and you repeat it all again. So it is, I go, you go, 1 minute each on sit-ups, then box jumps, double unders, dips, and alternating lunges. Okay, and you do that all for 2 rounds. That's it, guys. Pretty straightforward. Okay, I hope to see plenty of you on Zoom tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Talk to you then.